What?
Okay, I'm
Yes.
live.
Do you want to come out?
Okay. Can I do it though? Can I say it?
I'm live. And it's on YouTube,
know.
so you can ruin your entire career if you like.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're putting it
Sounds
like
fun.
that. Okay. Ludwin.
Right.
Hey, Gavars.
What?
126.4 on 94 grip. Is that good?
It's only 6 tenths off pace.
Tumbling.
Only-
Woke up! Oh my days.
Tumble.
But on
Just don't
94%
say the N
But
word.
almost
Tumble.
stream, Mativeri
Okay.
Stream.
No, don't say.
To say it.
It was gonna be the first thing you said. It was gonna be the first
It was
thing.
meant to be. Tell that earlier, bro. Tell. Oh yeah. You guys.
Hey, but Gavar. No, 94% grip though.
Yeah, only 6 tenths
94.
off pace, I told you.
Not in 126.4.
What? Yeah, I did 25.8 on 94 grip.
What? How, bro?
It doesn't exist anymore because I beat it. Bye.
How,
Bye.
bro? How, bro? Did I beat Toma last time at least? What did you do?
No. He did it
126.0. GG.
What? I don't.
I'm
not
cooked.
understand what's going on.
Frieza was wondering if he beat your time. He didn't.
No,
And he's been
not even
practicing for
close.
like an hour and a half.
And I did.
My
Let
life.
me mind that. Like yeah.
Carlos has done 200 laps. Ay.
Pass.
Yeah.
200 laps to
Okay,
get
but-
murdered by Frieza in lap 1.
Ah, yeah. But at least I
200
know
laps,
where
yeah.
I'm losing.
Is he quicker than me after the under lap?
Only because of grip. Only because of grip though.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
even
I-
after 200 laps, I'm still better than you.
Most.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what he did, but 90% sure you are.
Lion.
Yeah.
Can this gate
Can you
get
do that?
better? Question.
No. It could get better if you finish the race. It could get better if you finish the race. Yeah. Yeah.
Bas, can you send me the admin stuff?
3% gate.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
I-
yes.
Could be better if you win the race though. The DNF the DNF streak. Come on, nice line by the way. Nice line by the way. The
Any
peak,
updates to the setup, Kavach?
No.
No.
It's good. I did a 24.6 with it with 100% grip.
24.6. But...
Wait, what did I need to? I forgot. Oh, pass one.
How
Yeah.
did you practice fucking 4 times more? My guy is practicing 4 times
You wanna post a stream in the Discord again as well?
Yeah, are you live?
Yeah, on YouTube and Twitch.
I mean, I'll do the Twitch.
Yeah, but it's so like it's saved as well on YouTube, isn't it? If you wanna go back and look at it in years to come and look at how bad my commentating was.
Yeah.
Fine, let me add YouTube. It's difficult. Wait, how does the capitalization of YouTube go?
Oh, it's fine. Just do Twitch. Just do Twitch.
Tube.
I don't respond to chat on,
Absolutely not.
on YouTube.
Live.
I just ignore YouTube chat.
I mean, I tried mediums, but
Are you
we'll
already
figure it out in
streaming
the
then,
race.
Mativeri?
Yeah.
You should probably go to the LLL chat to not leak race.
Bye.
Bye, bitches.
Can all the LLL members migrate on their own, or do I have to drag each and every
What?
one of you?
No, because you
Maybe like
don't.
me, because
You can
I'm
wait 10
driving.
minutes before you leave me, can't you?
You leave Frieza here.
You can talk about it during.
Oh.
You can talk about it during qualifying.
Okay, I got. We cancel strategy until qualifying.
Sure.
Just practice
Like
your
we have a
hard
strategy.
somehow, because they're quite interesting.
Ay. Practice. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
It's just
Correct.
hell is slidey.
Lion.
For your information, I ain't doing shit. practice is
Oh, that's too bad, because I can't drive.
I mean, I'm still gonna be better than AFP.
Yeah. Just like Donington, You'll be better and then slide every turn and die.
I mean, don't care about
Will Tomala ever finish
Yeah,
the race?
No.
if I can be
What
better to practice with them.
Yeah.
What happens first, Visa winning or Tomala finishing a race?
Good question.
No.
Neither, nothing will happen.
Neither.
None of it.
Not happening. TWS sending before.
No, but
TWS finishing.
there's two things with Tomola now. First is practice, and the second one is waking up, as proven by the Spa race.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fucking 12 p.m.
This guy.
What? 12 p.m. on a Saturday? There's no way every single one of you wakes up at like fucking 8 a.m. on a Saturday after going to sleep.
No,
I
wake up
literally
like
did.
11.
Yeah, then
I literally had to.
You don't have to do anything, buddy.
Yeah, I did. I had to go to the track today, so I did.
Jesper is lagging like crazy, by the way.
Because
Yeah, he's the
Jesper,
birthday guy.
birthday boy. Shimon has no excuses. Shimon
Oh,
murdered
well,
Wesley.
Let me do another fun fact. Jesper Spielman is older than Oscar Tomala.
Real.
Yeah.
how old
That-
is
that
he?
is 18. Yeah.
18.
Today?
Yes.
Yes.
How does a guy that's 2 months older than me act like he's 5 years old?
No, but he sounds like 15 at max, bro.
It's a Dutch thing. It's weird.
It's a Dutch thing. Yeah, no, Nick sounds 3.
Yeah, the Dutch people sound really young. It's weird. Not the
Yeah,
Wesley
yeah.
or Mike though. They
Oh,
don't.
just them. Just them.
No, Wesley and Mike sound like Verstappen. I don't know why.
I've
But
never. Oh, I know I've spoken with
I-
Mike like once.
But I
That
don't
sounds like
get the
Verstappen.
Verstappen part. That I don't
No,
get.
no, you hear it a little bit, but
Like
he doesn't have
the
the same.
Slightest.
I mean, it's probably just a Dutch accent, but yeah.
yeah.
That's probably why.
Gavas, how are you 1 second of pace and spinning?
Yeah.
I should probably try the hards.
Gavas, how much offset hard tires in question, then quality?
Come again?
What's time offset, time delta?
Oh, hard to qualify. I don't know.
Who did I
wanna-
kill?
Wait.
Who is
No, it's
11?
like,
Who is 11?
Salvador and Fusco. What?
It's hard to tell because I did
What?
laps on softs and mediums with like 10
Was it-
liters of fuel.
Was
And
it
when I
you
did hards,
that
I
flew
dropped it
away?
like 20 instantly.
No. Huh?
Was
it's
it
like
you
a-
that I killed in turn 1?
But I mean,
No.
I'll tell you the strategy in the.
Oh, okay.
LLV,
Who is
but
that? Who is that?
there's
Who is that?
only
Tyler
really one
Schlemmer.
choice for this race.
Tyler
so
Schlemmer. Tyler
Not
Schlemmer.
a race pace question.
no idea because of grip again.
But like right now,
I mean,
if I
you
would,
have.
let's say I would join
now
into the server,
26, low 26.
race pace.
Oh no, okay, mid 26 with
Damn,
medium.
I guess.
Medium, not hard.
Best lap of it, 28.
Yeah, but the only title.
Heel.
I am
Fucking
zero
heel.
schleb with like 3 laps
heel.
on this track in my entire career. And I'm not even the
What
slowest
career? What career, buddy?
in my
yeah.
existence in sim
I
racing.
almost said that.
I heard the
This
start of
guy.
it and I just
Yeah.
gave up with it.
No, that's not the career. Yeah.
You better leave before it's too late, Mathieu.
Well,
Save yourself.
I'm not even listening. I'm just trying to put in a decent lap time, so I'm not
Ay,
lost.
ay, ay.
Let's be real, I'm a Catholic.
I've got to be faster in the race.
Fully.
In the race? Oh,
Yeah.
I hate
I'm racing
Oh,
though.
it's 6 minutes.
Oh, time to start the practice if 6 minutes left. Yeah.
Use
Hold on,
quality as
what's
practice.
start the practice? What's start the practice? What's start the practice,
Well,
bro?
my
That's a
wheel
joke.
ain't work. Oh, it's not working.
That's gotta be a joke, man. That's gotta be a joke. Let's start practice.
Okay, I'll go into the commentary box
Wait,
and
no.
see what.
Daytona 24, this dude was watching reels before the race. On the
I was
formation
watching
lap he
reels
was.
during the stint.
Right, let's get some stuff together. We need to be. Let me check what we got. We need to put a map on. Where's the maps? Not that one. That one? No. Oh. And we need OBS redirect. Oh, no. Oh. 3. All of them done. Go to touch lab. Numbers all look good. Everything looks sorted. Let me quickly grab a drink. We'll go to the cash. On a fast lap. I'll grab a drink. Back. Got 1 minute until the race starts. Just been me doing the commentary today, so we'll see how that goes. No practice in the safety car, so I'm sure someone will complain at some point about me doing something, but we'll see how that goes. At least as we see the cash spin. At the moment, our fastest lap times of free practice go Gavas, then Jelos. Gavas doing a 1:24.6. Jelos doing a 1:25.5. Hannah doing a 1:25.6. Freezer 1:25.7. Contreras 1:25.8. Then me doing a 1:25.9. Even though so we'll disregard me. Then Salvador, who's technically P6, doing a 1:25.9. Tamala 1:25.6. But all on sort of different grip levels, so we'll have to see how it goes to practice. Tomorrow's sort of in the mix with 5% lower grip of a 125.6. At Steens, as everyone will shout before, doing a 125.6 on 98% grip. To Cash, doing a 126.3. Sign 126.4. Anfielder 126.5. Eckley 126.5. Mike Vunderber 126.5. 126.5. Schwalf 126.6. Stopko 126.6. Spielman 126.6. Wesley 126.6. Dieter doesn't want to be racing today, so I know we're on to Schleb, who's doing a 127.7. Currently learning the track. Flanagan 128 flat. Nick doing a 129.2. Fusco 129.6. Not sure who else is racing, but we'll leave it there. Let's connect to the server. There are your free practice times on different grip levels, of course. Looks like Avas is around a second ahead currently of the entire field. So hopefully there's someone in there that will challenge him at some point. Yo, hello, Contrast. You said this track's gold. I am not the biggest fan. I'm not gonna lie. I remember doing it back in the day with minis, the old classic minis with Mick, and I didn't enjoy it then, and I don't particularly enjoy it in the. Don't particularly enjoy it in the Tathus either. I think it's ridiculous on understeer. I'm gonna have a quick drive in the safety car, see if we can get out and do a lap, just to see what the track is like in the safety car. $54 feels okay. I just need to remember the brakes are crap. I won't be doing these speeds, but that's fine. Doesn't feel too bad. Got a brake nice and early. Lift it round the corner. Yeah, we'll be fine with the safety car. She's got a brake nice and early. Safety car feels are good. Standings. Let's go through the standings. So at the moment, we have, as far as I'm aware, we're going to do team standings. We've got LLL holding down currently is P1 with, by the looks of it, 98 points. I'm going off WSS here. It could be slightly wrong. I'm not sure if all the all the points have gone through on WSS. For some reason I'm getting like a forced feedback right now. I don't understand why. So currently we've got LLL holding down the win. Holding down P1 in the team standings. We've got LGI just behind them, then High Speed Racing. There's only about 10 points difference between LLL and LGI. High Speed Racing currently in P3 with 50 points. LLL Junior is at 43. Burt Racing behind in 5th place with 35 points. Spinardi with 30. LGI Racing Team with 27. Galaxians with 14. Panasonic with 10. Ragtag Crew with 10 points. And Freezer Racing with 4 points. So that's LLL in P1, LGI in P2, High Speed Racing in P3, LL Junior in P4, Burt Racing P5, Spinardi P6, LGI Racing Team, as we see Gavas spin in, I'm not even sure what corner this is, I'm not even looked. Don't know where I was up to. LGI in P7, Galaxians in P8, Panasonic P9, Ragtag Crew P10, Freezer Racing P11. I'm going to have to get used to the cameras because it's different looking at the TV cameras as it is compared to actually racing on the track. I think we're coming through the final corner here. Yeah, we are. So it's just second to last corner. Gavas spin on the exit, which is an interesting place to spin. Didn't expect that from him in qualifying. Driver standings currently, we'll go through these while we've not got too many laps on the board. Gavas seems to be winning, currently holding down P1 in the driver standings. That was more than likely going to change if he doesn't carry on the rest of the season. He's currently in P1 with 71 points, 2 wins, 3 podiums, 3 finished, 4 started. So 1 DNF, which I believe was at Monza. So we've got 71 points there, but Dakash just behind him with 52 points. So opportunity for Dakash to potentially take the overall win in the standings. Tamala has set our first lap of a 1:26.9. We have Joe's coming across the line, just beating that, doing a 1:26.8. Gavas doing a 1:26.8.3. Sorry, 1:26.83. Yo, what's poppin'? Go Latvian Junior Locomotives. I was calling them LLL Junior, but you're right with how they're actually pronounced. LGL. Freezer seemed to be on good pace today. I'm not sure who else is racing for LJL. Who's racing for them? We have Epstein's. I thought he was racing for the main team. So he's racing for who's normally commentating with us. Is racing for LGL today. I don't think he's done too much in the way of practice, from what I saw. We'll sort of go on board with Contreras. Fantastic livery. I think I don't want to admit it, but I think he's probably got the best liveries in my opinion. They're like the McLaren type, like old McLaren type liveries, and I've got to say they do look good. So let's have a look. Epstein's in free practice. Doesn't look like we had any free practice from him. Where is he? Oh no, we did. We did have free practice. My bad. We did a 1:26. Yeah, 1:26 flat. So, sort of in the top 10 area. I'd expect him to potentially find a bit more pace during the race. Especially alongside the likes of Freezer, Gavas and Tamala. Potentially give him a little bit of support and some strategies going through into the race. I know they're going to discuss strategy during qualifying. Got Gavas currently in P1. He's done a 1:26.3. Not entirely sure on the grip level, I'm not going to lie to everyone. But I imagine it's probably around 94-95% at the moment. So as this grip level will increase, obviously lap times will increase. No one seems to be challenging him. too much, but I also expect it. I feel like the pace should be faster than this already, than the 126.3 from Gavas, but it just seems to be taking it slowly around the track. Let's go on board with. Let's see if we can find anyone doing a fast lap. Contreras is 5 tenths up at the moment. See if we can find some more pace coming through the final sector. And a couple of tenths. Now up. Almost 6 tenths coming through the final corner. We'll put him onto provisional pole. Lovely lap from Contreras, putting him into provisional pole currently at the 125.9. Do a out lap with him. Oh, sorry, a fast lap with him. Do a little on board. Fast lap. Chris was in the stream earlier saying the track is gold, so we should expect a good result from him if he enjoys the track. Not sure about his free practice pace. Go have a look at his free practice pace. So he did a 125.8, and that was on 94% grip. So he's very close to his fastest lap time in free practice. Almost a tenth up on his previous lap time. He's going to try and take a little bit of slipstream from Gavas. Going into the final corner, another tenth up. That will put him on the same level of his free practice lap of a 125.8. Another fantastic lap from him. Let's go on board with Gavas, who we should see doing a out lap currently. Sorry, a fast lap. Need some different music. Not sure this is the vibe. That's 2 tenths up in sector 1, finding 3 tenths as he just goes off to the grass, and that's going to be an invalid lap. Jealous exiting the pit. Go on board with Mike. 2 tenths up coming through the final corner. This will put him into a 126.5. Good lap from him, no position change though. A lot of people struggling. Freezer coming across the line doing a 126.7. Not a bad lap from him, putting him in the top 5 currently. And then we see Wesley taking that off of him straight away, throwing in a 126.6. Stein slotting in, doing a 126.6 as well. All very close lap times in this sort of midfield area. From P3 to P7 currently. Got lap times within half a second of each other. So hopefully another good battle for the mid-pack. We've got quite a strong mid-pack at the moment on every single race. Got to give it to everyone. The lap times can be very close, as we see Sign just losing it in the middle of the corner. Snap of oversteer, uncontrollable off into the grass. I imagine we'll see some of that during the race. I feel like it's going to happen quite a lot, but for most people it's going to be a good thing that we've got large runoff areas. Just going to be a little bit of a pain getting off the grass, which is going to cost you a lot of time, but hopefully not too much damage. Potentially not too many safety cars if we don't have too many pile-ups. Dress still holding down P1. Gavas going to have to try and challenge him. See if Gavas can do it. Obviously had that invalid lap. Let's go on board with him for this lap. Almost 3/10 up, coming out of sector 1. Little snap of oversteer by the look of it on the correction. Gonna cost him a little bit of lap time. We get a good run, putting him back up for a decent lap time, but he needs to find at least 5 seconds as he bangs it off the rev limiter, which could cost him a 10th or 2. Lovely exit. Still not close enough to Contreras, I believe. It's going to be close coming across the line. Not sure he's going to take it. Hogging the inside curb. Almost takes a little bit too much, using every little bit of curb he can. Puts him onto provisional pole by 6,000 to the second. Hopefully a good race between Gavas and Contreras. If we're going to see a lap times which are this close during qualifying, hopefully we can see some good racing between them two. Let's go on board with Jellos, who's finishing his current lap. Seven minutes left to qualify now. I imagine we're going to be around 95 to 96% grip with the amount of people doing laps. But that's just a complete guess, because if I open up a lap counter, it'll get in the way of everything else. Or the real time, which will show me the grip level. 2/10 up on his current lap time. This could put him up into P3 if we see him getting a little bit more. Potentially, no, he's going to improve in his lap time, but he's going to stay exactly where he is in P4. Potentially hold off from Freezer a little bit as we go switch to Freezer, and he's off, put in some grass. Freezer outcut the grass. Sign doing the same as we see Contreras fight back for provisional pole. That's around what 300th of a second faster as we see Gavas fighting back for provisional pole, going almost a 10th quicker. This should be a good fight between Contreras and Gavas. Let's go to some TV cameras, show some people some love to some other people. Sign on a fast lap. Currently not up by too much. Doing similar lap times to what he was doing before, 1:26.6. Gotta say, these TV cameras aren't great. We're gonna have a lot of onboards today, I reckon. I'll try and switch it up to a couple of TV cameras and quite a few onboards, because it keeps switching to just like random sort of random cameras, and they're not great. Like, we just want a TV camera. Stay at TV camera. Contreras going faster again, putting himself back to provisional pole with 5 minutes to go. He's a 100th faster than Gavas. Tamal going across the line, put himself into P5, doing a 1:26.3, just ahead of Freezer. Contreras off. You see him teleporting back to the pits. Let's go on board with Hannah. Oh, I should also mention, we'll go on board with him in a second. Let's go on board with Spielman. Today is Spielman's birthday, so we need to get some birthday wishes for him. He's slightly lagging for me, but birthday wishes for Spielman. Racing on his birthday, so hopefully good result for him. Qualifying at the moment doesn't seem to be going his way exactly. No, he said he's done faster laps than this, so potentially struggling with a bit of maybe some nerves or something. He seems to be lagging quite badly for me. Seems to just be teleporting around corners. But happy birthday, Spielman. wish you all the best in the race, and hopefully you don't lag too much. Let's go and have a look at Stopka. Stopka is 6/10 up on his current fastest lap. Could move him up quite a few places, sort of maybe into the top 10 somewhere. As we come through the final corner with 7/10 up. Andreas with 3 minutes left to go, still holding provisional pole to challenge Gavas. It's what we like to see. Not what I expected. Stopka going up, moving himself up into P7. Nice lap for him. Let's go on board with the Cash. I expected a little bit better from Cash today. Happy birthday, Spielman. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I expected more from Cash from what I'd seen from his free practice lap times. Where was he? He was P10 doing a 126.3. He was down doing a 126.8. If you could do a 126.3 in the his current pace, that put him up to sort of P5, P6 area. So hopefully he can find that with 2 minutes left to go. Let's go on board with Schleb, who's spinning during the second to last corner. Also, Gavas is in a special livery. I will have a look in a second. I didn't even notice it. Anfielder off the track, mowing some grass. These TV cameras are horrendous. Apology to anyone watching the stream. We're going to have constantly switch. Let me see if, actually, maybe we can stick to this for the rest of the race. Let me have a little look. Let me just stick to the TV camera. How's this look? It's just a static TV camera. It's not great, is it? Not bad. Have a look at Gavas's special livery. Nice. Also, Nas Spielman has a tribute to Gavas's livery. Gavas himself, I don't know, but Friese's livery has also worked. Okay, well, oh, you mean Spielman's special livery? Okay, let's have a look. We've got a birthday livery. Don't push me, it's my birthday. Everyone needs to know. Don't push him, it's his birthday. Nothing on the bottom. Could you put some on the bottom of the livery? It'd be cool if you could be upside down. There's something on the bottom of your livery. What does it say on the wing? It says Spielman, happy birthday. Nice little birthday livery for him. Have we got anything on the rear of the wing? No. Some birthday balloons. I'm not gonna lie to you, Spielman, I'm not a big fan of this green on the side. Apart from that, very nice. Let's see what other liveries we've got going on. Oh no, we shouldn't do that. We should have looked at the. We should have been looking at the qualifying. It's on the steering. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. We should have been looking at the qualifying. I got distracted. Let's call it ADHD. Gavas currently holding down P1. As we come across the finish line, Gavas setting a 125.6. Contreras just behind him doing a 125.7. So only what's that? Half a 3, 4, 5, 6 hundredths between the two of them. So hopefully a good race between the two as Gavas goes faster and he goes 2/10 faster as we go into our final lap. So hopefully a good race between Gavas and Contreras. So current standings are for qualifying: Gavas in P1, Contreras P2, Jello's going across the line in P3, Mike in P4. As we see Friese go across the line into P6, Stopka moving back up into P7. Got anyone else left out on track? We've got San left out on track. No. So okay, let's go. We've got Gavas P1, Contreras P2, Jealous P3, Mike P4, Tamala P5, Freezer P6, Stopcut P7, Salvador P8, Wesley P9, Hannah P10. Give me 1 second. Sign P11, Spielman. Happy birthday again. We've got P12, Dakash P13, Atkins, Achsteins P14, Anfielder P15, Schleb P16. I still can't pronounce his name. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, well, hopefully no massive pile-ups into turn 1. We don't need any. We don't need any pile-ups today. Hopefully we can avoid them. Let's get a nice view coming into turn 1. Go all the way to the end and see if we can zoom all the way in. I imagine there's going to be quite a lot of overtaking coming into turn 1 here. Let's see how far we can look back down into. How far can we zoom in? We can zoom all the way in. Right, I'm going to have to sit up for this, so. Look, have fun, everyone. No big pile-ups into turn 1, please. It's not what we need today. Sorry, we had. I forgot who was to read out. We had. I'm going to call him Fellatio in P18, and then we have Eckley in P19, and that sums up the rest of the grid as we go. No. Thank you for the 2 months sub. I really appreciate it. Good luck, have fun. As we all get away and we see Contreras just slot in behind Gavas. We see a big fight coming up into turn 1. Gavas holding down the lead. Contreras trying to go around the outside of him. Let's go on board with Contreras as he's fighting Gavas coming out of turn 1, just lifting off. Just try and go round him. Trying to make him move around the outside. He's not going to have the speed on the exit now. Doesn't seem to be any big crashes from the look of it. We've got Eckley who has spun out. Yeah, we've got some crap TV cameras. Apologies everyone, we're going to have a load of onboards today. Stopcut just getting past Freezer, moving up into P6. We see, I believe that's Wesley dropping back down into P9. Nice clean fight so far by the looks of it. Nice clean fight so far at the start of the race. Doesn't seem to be too many incidents. It's going to be an interesting one as we see Freezer trying to try and fight back at Stopcut. Let's go on board with Freezer. We've got Salvador just behind him. As we see Achsteins move up into P12, we see Freezer just going off the track, and that's going to give Salvador the opportunity to overtake and move up into P7. Fantastic move from Salvador, just from there, capitalising on the mistake of Freezer. As we see Freezer going to try and make the switch back, and it's not going to work. Potentially going to have the run on him of the slipstream down the straight here. Freezer's going to go try around the outside as we see Salvador just closing the door on him. A couple of people off in the grass. Tamala moving up into P2. Contreras off. I'm pretty sure that was him off in the grass. See if we can get some sort of TV cameras somewhere. Let's give them a go. They all look like they're static. There we go. See if we can stick with this camera. Anfielder has dropped down into P18 currently. Give me 1 second. I need to do something quickly. We see Gavas going across the line, setting. Well, everyone's setting at the fastest lap times. We've got Jealous is currently holding the fastest lap of a 1:26.2, but that's not. Gavas only slightly slower, doing a 1:26.23. Jello's doing a 1:26.21. Let's go on board with Contreras, who's making his way back up to the field after a slight little mistake he made. Atkins, Sign's dropping back down into P13 as we see him go side by side with Sign and Atkins going side by side. There doesn't seem to be too many, as everyone seems to be leaving quite a lot of space. I sort of expecting a little bit more in the way of fighting. Gavas Machine already 1 second ahead as we see Gavas potentially made a mistake. Let's go on board with Gavas because he's lost a second. Maybe just touched some grass. Let's stay on board with Sign for now because he's fighting quite close with Atkins. Only 2 tenths between the two of these. Tamala going across the line, setting a 1:26.2 flat. Almost. Anfield are moving back up into P16. Actually, going round the outside of Sign. Can he make the move stick? Because Sign's going to have the slipstream now, going down onto the straight. Sign going to potentially fight back, but he might be blocked in by Dukash. Actually moving to the racing line. Dukash now going along side by side with Sign. Sign going to be pushed off into the grass. Going to cast Schleb out on the rejoin there. But then Sign going to drop back now into P5. That moving Dukash and Schleb up. Let's go on board with Gavas. He's made that. Now got a second lead by the looks of it. Tamalo following behind in P2. Jello's potentially going to slowly closing the gap, only 8 tenths behind. Let's go on board with Jello's. We've got potentially a fight coming up for P3 with Contreras. So Stopka and Freezer, massive crash, stuck in the middle of the track potentially. Not going to call a safety car for it. Everyone seems to have got away from everything. From what I can tell, we're not going to call a safety car for that. It looks to have cleared itself. Freezer and Hannah both spinning. So let's go back on board with Contreras and Jellos. I feel like Contreras has got the pace here to be fighting Jellos for P3 and for the podium to make his way back up into potentially P2. You got your top 5 all seem to be doing. Sorry, P2 to P5 all seem to be doing the 1:26.2s to the 1:26 flats consistently. So it's going to be a who can be a race of consistency by the looks of it. I'm going to sit back slightly. See Dukash moving up into P12, going round the outside of Sign. Sign going to potentially try and fight back on the straight. Sorry, not on the straight. Move to the next corner. Sign so close behind him now. Let's go on board with Sign and see if he can fight back. Gavas setting the fastest lap time so far of a 1:25.6. Almost 3 tenths faster than everyone else on the track. Stein doesn't look like he's going to have the pace to be able to fight back, fight the Kash here. Let's go on board with Wesley. As we see Stopka just losing on the rear, that means Wesley's going to potentially be able to make the move here. He's going to go down the inside. And Stopka just tries to cover him off. Stopka trying to outbrake him and go around the outside. Fantastic side by side from these two. Stopka going to take the position back, even though he did make that slight mistake. Wesley going to try and go down the inside of him. Fantastic side by side for these two. It's going to put Salvador back into the fight as well for the fight for P5, I believe. Salvador now right, very close behind them. Three tenths behind them. Contreras now only 2 tenths behind Jellos. He's going to be able to make the move coming down into turn 1. Jello's going to dive to the inside. Contreras going to try and stick it around the outside. Side by side round turn 1. Look like a little bit of contact. Let's go on board with Contreras. We see a small bit of contact on the rear with Contreras just touching the back of Jellos. Jellos potentially going wide, going deep into the corner. I can't sit back for this race. We see a huge contact. And we see stuck potentially now in the grass. Contreras potentially stuck in the grass. And that's going to drop him back all the way down into P8. Not the best thing for him to be, not the best position for him to be in. Unfortunately cleared too quickly and for a safety car in my personal opinion. Fighting back for P3 and now dropped all the way back into P8. Potentially some team orders here with Salvador. So he can fight his way back up. Let's grab a TV camera. We've got quite a big gap now for Gavas to P2. Almost a 2-second gap. And then Tamala has got a 3-second gap to Jellos. Then behind him we've got Mike, who's got a 2-second gap to Jellos. Then Stopka behind them has a 5-second gap, and then the rest are fighting quite heavily. As we see Wesley going to try down the inside of Stopka, going into turn 1. Is that Stopka disconnected? Stopka disconnects, going down into turn 1. That's going to move Wesley up into P5. Well, move everyone up into P5. Hello, Flanagan. Your team P9 and P16, go. Well, you've just got a free position for Stopka lagging out. So, you've moved up a position. As you see, now we're going to see Salvador fight here with Wesley. Salvador all over the back of Wesley, just looking for the opportunity anywhere he can. Stopka taking his pits, rejoining. Not sure how that's going to affect him. Rejoined right at the back. Potentially going to carry on with the race as we see Jellos off into the gravel. Potentially taking a little bit of damage. That's going to move Mike up into P3. Fantastic drive so far for Mike. Hopefully he can keep it consistent, keep the pace going. Because he's got a free position there from Jellos as we see sign off into the gravel. That's going to move everyone up again into the second to last corner. Not the best race so far for him. Not what you want to be seeing. Let's go back on board with Salvador, who's still fighting with Wesley. It is giving the front runners the opportunity to build the gap for the pit stop. As you see Salvador dive down the inside of Wesley. Fantastic move so far for him, and that's going to potentially open up the door for Contreras as well, because Contreras can hold. Salvador can hold up Salvador can hold up Wesley for Contreras so that he can make the move himself and get both of the team members through. As he positions the car right into the middle of the track, try and open the door for Contreras. Maybe some team orders. Spielman off in the gravel. Not what you want to be doing on your birthday. Moving actions and do a cash up into P8 and P9. Stopka out again with a disconnect. A bit of a shame for him. Not what you wanted to be seeing. He was driving a good race. Spearman looks like he's potentially still lagging a little bit for me in the background. Not sure if that's just my connection, but hopefully it's not like that for everyone else. You can see Wesley making his way back up into... I was going to say he was making his way back up into P5. You see Tamala off into the gravel. That's going to give now Mike the opportunity as he does an unsafe rejoining, as Mike has to dive out of the way of him. Not what you want. And Freezer off in the gravel as well. Better rejoin from Freezer. But that moves Mike up into P2 so far. You see Freezer off in the gravel. That moves him down into P14. You're going to have to try and fight Sign. And Sign's going to go off into the gravel and get a bad exit out of the turn. Spielman off as well in the gravel. Let's call it a safety car just because of where he stopped. Oh wait, no, he's got away from it safely. Let's leave it. Leave it be. Thought he looked a little bit stuck. Freezer making his way now back up into P12. Hannah moving up into P10. Massive position changes all the way around here. Let's go back on board with the Salvador Wesley fight. This seems to be our closest fight as we see Jello's diving into the pits for a fresh set of tyres. Axe teams also diving into the pits for some tyres. Salvador making the move, stick it down into turn 1. We're going to see Contreras now fight with Wesley as we go side by side. Let's go on board with Contreras as we go side by side. He's gone ever so slightly deeper as Salvador potentially loses a rear. Moves Contreras back up to P5. Salvador now going to block for Contreras by the looks of it. No, Salvador going to try and keep the position, which is going to block his own teammate. These two fighting for positions is not what I expected. I thought Salvador would let Contreras back through so we could fight. As we see a small bump between Contreras and Wesley. Eckley also diving into the pits for some fresh tyres, I believe. Let's grab a TV camera. Kvass now holding a 8-second lead from Mike, also potentially giving him the opportunity to come out quite a way ahead of the traffic behind him. As we see, that's potentially Mike off as we see Tamala moving back up into P2. We're going to see Mike fight back with Tamala here. See Contreras and Salvador both fighting for positions. I've got to say, this has been the best fight so far for Contreras making his way back up. I've got to give it to him. He made that little spin, fought his way back up. Fantastic run from him so far. I've got to give it to him. Hopefully he can keep it consistent for the rest of the race, get a nice pit stop in, and make his move. As we see Mike and Tamala going past the blue flagged cars, or the back markers. The Anfield off on the track, big crash, but looks to be cleared. Big crash off into the gravel. Let's Gonna have to say we're leaving that be as well, just because it's cleared, and from what I can see, it's Doesn't look to be safety car worthy. As we see both Mike, Wesley and Contreras dive into the pits. Mike looking to have the best stop, going back out into P4, just behind Salvador. Coming out ahead of Jellos, who I believe hasn't pitted. Let's see where... So we're going to have Wesley, who was quite high up, coming out into P11. So he's going to be stuck behind traffic here with cars on older tyres. Not exactly where you want to be after your pit stop. Bass holding a 9-second lead. Then behind him, Tamala has a 10-second lead over Salvador. But obviously we've got some pit stops mixed in between there, and some people on fresh tyres and some people not. Some people on older tyres. The field quite spread out now. Let's go on board with Contreras, who's fighting with Freezer. Salvador diving into the pits for some fresh tyres. Contreras now obviously pitted on some fresh tyres, so it should hopefully make that move on Freezer that little bit easier. We've got Contreras just overtaking Salvador, moving back up into P7. Gonna now try and fight Freezer coming down the straight. Contreras looks like he's gonna get the better exit. Freezer looks to be struggling on them older tyres. Prakash moving back up into P13. Let's go. I'm not sure. I think this is still our closest fight. It's a mid pack. Let's stay on board with these guys now. Let's go on. Let's actually go on. Let's have a little on board with Contreras again as he's going to try and overtake Freezer. Freezer off into the gravel. He's going to make that overtake slightly easier, but he's going to block Salvador as he rejoins. Salvador going to make the move as well. Contreras, Salvador moving up into P6 and P7. Let's Salvador. Let's go and have a look at Spielman. Spielman, is his birthday? Not pitted so far. Let's have a look and see who has pitted. We've got Gavas and Tamala who have not pitted so far. We have Mike who has done a stop. Jellos who's pitted. Spielman has not pitted. Contreras has stopped. Salvador stopped. Freezer's not stopped yet. Atsteins has stopped. Sign hasn't. Then we've got, I believe that's Wesley who's stopped as well. Hannah has stopped. Akash stopped. Anfield has stopped. Schleb stopped. Eckley stopped. And Felicio, I still can't pronounce your name, I do apologise, I still don't know how to pronounce it. That's who's stopped so far, so we've only got a couple of, I think it's Gavas and Tamala who have not pitted. Potentially, still doing very good lap times, so might not need the tyres as of yet, going to stay out on the current tyres for as long as possible. But they need to be careful of the undercut. Atstein slowly closing down on Freezer. He's got them fresher tyres, so he's going to be close a gap to him quite quickly in the corners. We see Adjean's looking down the inside, but that's going to open the door for Sign, who's going to make a move. Going to try and make a move around the outside, going side by side. Sign just being pushed. Looks like he's been pushed to the outside of the track. Now going to make a move down the inside. Is going to make it stick. Still going side by side. Sign and Adjean's doing a fantastic job. It's going to give Adjean's the inside, which is going to give him potentially a little bit of a better run. Fantastic move from these two, and that's going to put. I thought that was going to make a move for Wesley there, but doesn't look like it did. So we see Tamala driving into the pits for some fresh tyres. Sign with some damage. Kvass now 33 seconds ahead as he's coming across the back markers. This is also almost a entirely free pit stop for him. Potentially going to wait out for the safety car, but it might not come. But he's got a free pit stop, so potentially worth taking it sooner rather than later. Everyone else is pitted. I can't imagine it'd hurt him to take the pit stop. As we see, Adjean's still fighting with Sign. Looks like a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact from Sign onto Adjean's. Just rubbing wheels on the exit there. Sign going to make it looks down the inside. Adjean's going to cover it off. A little bit of a lock-up from Adjean's, but doesn't look like it's affected him too much, but it will affect his tyres in the long run if he's got a lot of flat spots. Kvass diving into the pits. Hopefully a free stop for him by the looks of it. 34 seconds. He should come out clear ahead of Tamala, providing he doesn't get any drive-throughs or any penalties. Let's see where he comes out. Tamala doing a 1:46. Not sure what happened there. Coming out 10 seconds ahead of Kvass. Potentially, it might have been an outlap for him. We've got Mike all over the back of Tamala now. As you see, Spielman diving into the pits for some fresh tyres because he hadn't pitted yet. That's going to move Adjean, Sign and Wesley up into P8, 9 and 10. Let's stay on board with the Sign Adjean's fight. You see Sign just touching the back of Adjean, but doesn't look to affect him too much, but will affect Sign's front wing. As you see, Wesley trying to make a move around the outside of Sign. Halfway into the race now, or just over halfway into the race. Looks like everyone's pitted for some fresh tyres. Kvass on his outlap doing a 1:47. Hello, Lucas. How are you? Nice to see you in the stream. We've still got the entire field is completely spread out here. We've got Kvass holding a 10-second lead. I expected Mike to be fighting with Tamala a little bit more, but it looks like he's dropping back a couple tenths per lap with Tamala on the fresh tyres. So we've still got the Adjean's and Sign fight. Looks to be within a couple tenths of each other. Looks like Mike dropping back. Potentially a little mistake from him because he was around 9 tenths behind, and now he's 1.6, 1.8 seconds behind. Not sure entirely what went on there. Sign still all over the back of Adjean's as you see Dakash overtaking Spielman. Spielman fighting back for the position. Spielman going to look for a move down the inside. Dakash closing the gap as he knows he can't make the move. Gavas setting a 1:26.6, which is a little bit slower than Tamala. Tamala setting a 1:25.6. So I'm assuming he's on hard tyres. Let's have a look and see what tyres people are on. So we've got Gavas, Tamala on hard tyres, and Gavas also on the hard tyres. But I'm pretty sure Tamala's done an extra couple of laps on them hard, so they'll be at the right pressures and they'll be able to put them laps in. Whereas Gavas, I imagine he'll still be struggling on the hards, struggling to get the temperatures. We see Spielman just catching that, just catching the oversteer. Fantastic save from here. So we see Sign off in the middle of the track. Fortunately, we didn't catch what happened. Let's go back to some intervals. Salvador now still with Contreras. These two trying to fight their way back up. They're 12 seconds behind Jelos. So they need to be fighting back for... it's not as much action as I expected. I expected a little bit more here and there. The crashes have sort of almost cleared themselves, so no safety cars out so far. Crashes have just cleared themselves and people have just got back on track. Most of it has been reasonably safe racing, mainly side by side. The gaps have opened up massively now, so we've got Schleb off track. There seems to be another reasonably safe rejoin. I've only ever caught one unsafe rejoin so far. As we see someone else off track there. Didn't catch who that was. Potentially Dukash. Not entirely sure. But yeah, the field's quite large. It's quite spread out. So the fights, there's not as many fights, so there's not as many incidents. So no safety cars as of yet. We've still got 11 laps left to go. We've got a Atkins and Wesley fight. As you see, Wesley looks like the rear was just stepping out on him a little bit there. Atkins touching the grass. That means Wesley can get side by side and make the move stick. Wesley moving his way up into P7. Atkins going to try and fight back now. Going to make a move down the inside. I'm surprised he had the space there, but Wesley's going to have the inside coming to the next turn. I'm surprised that Atkins got the downforce. He's going to just cut Wesley off. Fantastic fight for by these two, leaving just millimeters of enough room for each other by the looks of it, or at least reacting to the room that they've got. Fantastic fight so far from these two. You see, being nice and safe coming into turn one. Let's go on board with some people who might not have had too much in the way of love. Let's go to Gavas. Not seeing too much from him. He's held the lead. He's had a massive gap all the way through. Can't really fault him. He's not had too much screen time just because of the amount of pace he's been having. So the amount of pace he's had, not many people have been able to fight with him. He's 6 seconds ahead now, potentially making a little mistake there on the last in sector 3. 2 seconds slower that lap, but potentially being nice and safe. Maybe a couple of mistakes here and there, but he's run a fantastic race so far. Not many mistakes from him, and just kept the pace all the way through and been nice and consistent. Where we move to Tamala, who's in P2. He's 6 seconds behind Gavas after the mistakes. Also ran a very good race as well so far. Couple of mistakes from him, but rejoined, fought back for the positions. Done a fantastic run as well. Let's go on board with this We're gonna have a look at Jealous and Mike fight. I think Mike had a little issue, potentially went off track somewhere. Let's have a look at these two fighting. Mike gonna go try and make a move around the outside, potentially look for the switchback. Jealous is gonna have the inside, just cut him off. Fantastic move for Jealous to cut him off there and know he had enough room. So we see Sign pitting and dropping down into P14. Mike all over the back of Jello, so he's potentially going to be able to make a move down into turn 1 if he can hold the slipstream. He should have the pace to make a dive down the inside, but looks like Jellos is going to keep the inside line and push him wide, keeping the race in line, which is going to make Mike go around the outside. Fantastic side-by-side action going into turn 1. Jello's going to set him up down the inside for turn 1. Turn 3. You call it turn 3 or turn 4? I'm not sure if it classes a turn before. Not sure. Anyway. Jello's making the move stick. We see Mike going to make a move dive down the inside. Positioning his car well. It's going to make that move stick, but side by side for almost... This is almost 2 laps of side-by-side action from these two. Fighting back and forth. Fantastic driving, leaving each other plenty of space. Everyone so far seems to have been leaving a massive amount of room and doing good side-by-side fights. But Mike potentially going to get another option here coming down to the straight. He wants to try and get the inside line, which should set him up for the rest of the lap down into turn 1. Jello's going to cover off the inside again. Are we going to see the exact same thing of a repeat of the previous lap? Yeah, Jello's going to take the inside line, force Mike to take the outside. Mike needs to attempt. Jello's is defending this position very well, but we need to see Mike try and find somewhere else. As we see Mike he's gonna have the inside line this time. Fantastic move from Mike. So now we're gonna have to see Mike try and hold the position, moving his way back up to the podium. It's gonna give a good lap for a good gap for Tamala, who's gonna have the. He's going to be able to feel a little bit safe, drive some slower lap times, but knowing these two are fighting behind him should open up a large gap for him. Atchteen's moving up into P7. Fantastic run so far for him. Pretty sure he started down in P. Let's double check. Atchteen started down in P14. So fantastic run so far for him. As we see him fighting with Wesley. Let's go back on board for the fight with the podium. Another good fight there between Atchteen's and Wesley, which is going on for at least the past 10-15 laps between them two. These two fighting hard with very similar pace. Now Jellos has been pushed to the outside line, and Mike's going to have the inside line. But that Jellos is going to make the move around the outside. Fantastic move from him. We're going to see Mike fight back down the inside. He's not going to make the move. He's going to slot him behind him. You see Jellos lock up, so that's going to open the door for Mike. Mike's going to have the. Mike's going to be able to take the outside line there. Fantastic move from Mike. Gotta give it to Jellos and Mike. This has been a very good fight. As we see Atchteen's off in the middle of the track. Such a shame because he was fighting with Wesley. That's going to move Wesley up into P7. We've got to stay on board with it for the Jello's Mike fight though, because what a close fight it's been between these two. For the podium, as we see a car schlep off track, and that's going to make Jello's dive down onto the grass. It's going to push Jello's back. What is that, 7/10 behind? Potentially not even in slipstream range now, so he's not going to be able to make the move down into turn 1. Such a shame to be caught out by a back marker. It was a good save from Jello's to dive to the grass. He's now 7/10 behind. Let's go and have a little look at Freezer. Freezer now 5/10 behind the Cash. See if he can make his way back up into the points. Closing the gap slowly to the Cash, and we'll go back on board with the Jello's Mike fight if that gap gets a little bit closer. These are our two closest fights at the moment. Let's have a little look at compounds as well. This could make a difference. So we have Freezer and Takash both on the hard compound. We've got Mike and Jello's both on the hard compound. Looks like almost everyone except Hannah and Sign are on the hard compound. So everyone on a pretty level playing field. Freezer now dropped back from Dukash, 1.2 seconds behind him. But we have seen Jello's close this gap to Mike, so we're going to have to see some defending from Mike, because Jello's looks to have the overall pace. We've got Jello's is doing 125.6, Mike ahead doing 125.8. So 2/10 a lap faster, as we see Eckley just slowing down Jello's, and that's going to put him back to 1.2 seconds behind. Not the best move for Eckley to be making as a back marker to cover off Jello's, so he's only got 4 laps to gain this 1.1 seconds back. So we're going to potentially, if we see a mistake from Mike or some defending, but there's going to be a couple of I imagine Jello's is going to be irritated here, being held up by back markers, spins. It's a bit of a shame for Jello's, but he's now 8/10 behind Mike again. He is closing the gap over and over again, and just keeps getting caught out by back markers. Gavas setting the overall fastest lap time of the race for 125.1, as we see Eckley off in the background in the middle of the track. Let's deploy a safety car. Eckley's in the middle of the track. Gonna try and do a quick safety car so we don't finish under the safety car. Looked like Eckley was stuck. I'm going to try and get one lap out under the safety car. I'm going to go out and try and catch Gavas. This is going to close the gap down for everyone else around, but we had that incident from Eckley. It looked like he was causing a big issue. Stopped on the track for a long period of time. But we're going to have a short safety car. Just so we don't end the race under the safety car. I'm not warming my tyres. I was trying to stop. I was trying to stop one of the back markers from passing me. Yeah, I was trying to take him out. He shouldn't have been overtaking me. It's supposed to be if I tell the back markers to pass, then they're supposed to overtake. But it didn't. The back markers on. I was trying to stop them. There's only one lap. Safety car. We go back racing. Let's go on board with. Please don't tell. Looks like Avas is back up to speed. No, he's not up to speed. I have pressed it multiple times, but safety car should have been in this lap. It looks like we've got another little glitch, but we'll leave it be. Gavas is going to run the safety car. Hopefully we don't end under the safety car. Safety car has been ended, so hopefully Gavas can go racing this lap. I pressed it multiple times. Gavas should be able to go racing this lap. We have one final lap of racing where everyone's piled up close together. Gavas gonna set the pace. You should see one big last lap battle. Tamala now going to try and fight Gavas going into turn 1. He's going to make the move down into turn 1 as we also see Jelos and I believe that's Jelos making his way up into P3 and Mike dropping down into P4. Contreras now close behind them. The entire field closed up quite a lot. Final lap of races. We see Gavas overtake Tamala for the last lap. Fantastic move for Gavas. This is the last lap. Everyone very close, packed up together, so anything can happen coming into the final lap. He was hoping to have 2 laps of racing, but a little glitch. Unfortunately, Contreras making his way up into P4. As we see Spielman in the middle of the pack in P13. Gavas now holding the lead as we see someone off track there. Can't catch who it is. Maybe I think that's Dakash off track DNF. So let's see Gavas holding the lead as we see Jello's going to try and now fight Tamala coming into the last corner. For P2, is he going to have the run in the slipstream coming into onto the final straight? It's going to be a side-by-side finish across the line. Is Jello's going to have the pace? Looks like we're going to have Gavas, then Tamala, then Jello's, Contreras P4, Mike P5, Wesley. Is that Wesley? Oh, it's messed up a little bit for me. Looks like it's different for me. Let's go off the leaderboard of WSS. It's made a little mistake. We have Gavas P1, Tamala P2, Jellos P3, Contreras P4, Mike P5, Wesley P6, Achsteins P7, Salvador P8, Hannah P9, Frieza P10, Sign P11, Spielman P12, Anfield P13, Eckley P14, Schleb P15, Dakash P16, Felicio P17, P17 and Stopcoat P18. Last three, I believe, are DNFs, but they finished. No, Adjutants DD and Freezer also got back into the points. Wonder what happened or what crash was involved. So the last one we just had, Eckley was stopped on the track, in the middle of the track, for quite some time and didn't look like he was clearing it himself. So it was only supposed to be a one-lap safety car, but unfortunately it didn't clear it because I wanted two laps of racing, but it didn't happen exactly as we wanted to. But it didn't make too much difference to the front of the grid as far as I can see. Let's get jump into the Discord. Let's get Gavas first. Gavas is already in here. Gavas, how did you find the race? Did you enjoy it? What happened? How was that for you?
It was good, yeah, but diabolical safety car, bro.
It was only supposed to be a one lap. It didn't end it. I pressed it about 5 times and it didn't go back in. I can't lie. It was supposed to be like a quick clear of the track because you had Eckley just sat in the middle of the track. I didn't want it to cause a bigger incident.
I'm not complaining.
The rest of the race, the majority of the people, like, I've got to give it to everyone here, like, everyone who's here in the chat, there was so much side-by-side action, like, people racing side-by-side fantastically. We had, like, 1 or 2 little incidents where people cleared it and carried on their way, like, everyone's, like, racing on this track today seemed fantastic, but to go back to it, we only had, like, that one incident where Eckley was, sort of blocking the track for a larger period of time. But how did it affect you? How did that all go? How did you find it?
It was fine. A bit sketchy with the racing with Tomala in the end, but yeah, had to pray that he keeps the P2 in the end with Gallus.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to have it in the bag. He overtook you, but then you got that position back and fought back for it. Not sure how tomorrow I feel about it, but he seemed to have it in the bag quite well. It looked to me like you had it in the bag because it looked like tomorrow was fighting Jellos actually for P3. There was only a couple of attempts between the two of them coming across the finish line. I believe it was like 700s, whereas you had a reasonable amount of lead of the 3 attempts even after the safety car. You're looking forward to the next race?
I mean, it's Suzuka. It's a track. I won't be driving, but maybe Tomala will be.
Are you not racing? Is this you done now? Completely retired. So,
Exactly.
how do you think that'll affect the standings? Do you think you're still in for a podium? You still think you're on for the win in the standings?
We'll see. Depends on where some people finish. We have a secret, maybe not so secret anymore, but a plan up our sleeves to maybe try and keep that P1. But yeah, 2 races, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Right. Is it Plan C? Combat
It
is. From the Formula 1 movie. It looked like you dominated the race. I can't really say anything else. You didn't get much screen time. I tried to give you a little bit, but you just seemed to dominate the race. Congratulations on what you did so far and the retirement. You're going to uni. I'm not sure if you want people to know that, but Gavas's last race. So nice to have a win the last race, I suppose. Let's move on to Tamala. You took P2 just by the skin of your teeth. How was that race for you? We seemed seen a couple of incidents. A bit more of a sketchy race for you. How did you find it? What went on?
I mean, it wasn't really a close P2. I was dominating the whole race except for P1 because Gavas did practice and I didn't, as usual. I was surprised that I was keeping P2 so easily, to be honest, but yeah. Then the safety car came out, so obviously Gelos got the gap.
Yeah.
Well, the gap disappeared out of thin air.
Yeah.
But I still won. So yeah. P2 is nice, easy race, I guess. Whole 9 laps of practice.
I mean, congratulations with the minimal practice. It's impressive. Did you look? I thought you had an instant. Maybe it was just me and how it looked. Maybe it was like a lag or something. I thought you had an instant. No, you had none. Maybe it's a glitch on my screen. It looked you had a bit of damage. Congratulations on P2. Are you looking forward to Suzuka? Gavas said before, obviously he's retiring. You're looking forward to Suzuka? One of my favourite tracks.
I mean, it is a track. Thank God we are at least in a Formula car, so it is down for so the asses won't be a pain in the ass. So that's good. I probably do as much practice as usual, so it do be like that. If Gavas is in the racing, I'll probably win, and most humble racer ever.
I mean, hopefully, then with everyone else gone from your team, you can take the win, not having to fight Gavas, and hopefully do minimal practice for Suzuka and just come and take the win, because you haven't got Gavas to fight. So hopefully you're up there for the win coming into Suzuka. Is that what you're aiming for, and is that what the team is aiming for? I know Gavas mentioned just as he was leaving that you got a plan. Is it something you want to mention, or is it something you can keep?
I have no clue what the plan is, because I am not having the slightest interest in the championship. I just come, drive a few laps, and finish P2, I guess, even though Gelos does 200 laps.
I mean,
It do be like that.
I can't deny it.
Basically, I just drive and that's it. I just do the driving thing, and it worked.
I mean, congratulations on P2. Let's move on to Gelos, P3. How did you find that race? Is he here? Have you missed? Oh, is he missing? Oh wait, he's 7 muted. He's 7 muted. Okay, there you go. Gelos, how did you find the race?
Oh, it was a very good race. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was in a roundabout way. I ended up where I should have ended anyway. I mean, I was fighting for P2, but I didn't really deserve it. And by the way, Mr. Tomala, I think you'll find it was 195 laps that I did in practice, not 200.
You're missing out on 5 laps of practice for the 200s. I mean, you drove a fantastic race. It was the same with, I mean, the entire front of the field drove a fantastic race.
Yeah, but so did everybody else, exactly. I mean, I was kind of hoping people would cause a safety car or something, and I would dive in the pits, but nothing. No.
There was no major incident.
I did have one touch with Matt Contreras. I think it was a racing incident. I don't know if he wants to contest it or not. But other than that, then I had a very good battle with Mike. It was back and forth, very good, very nice, very enjoyable. And that's where I would have ended up, P3. So it's all good.
Yeah, I think you had Contreras behind you, who, from what it looked like, he held a fantastic pace, but had a few incidents in a spin which dropped him back down to P11. I've got to say, him in general, what he did, as a recovery, he did a fantastic job. I was expecting him to fight back a little bit more. There's quite a few fights there. Did you feel the pressure of Contreras and the pace and speed?
After our contact, he ended up P11, and he still came back.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was the contact of your contact, but from what I'm aware of, I'm pretty sure he dropped back at one point. He might be able to correct me in the chat if he's here. But Contreras at one point he was dropped back sort of towards the back of the grid after a spin. Don't know if he wants to correct me somewhere. From what I remember, he was behind Salvador and he was fighting with Salvador, and I believe it was Wesley for quite a bit of the race, and then made his way back up into P4. So it looked like a good recovery drive from him.
Very, very impressive then. It was, By the way, what was the safety car for? Who?
So we had
caused it?
actually stopped in the middle of the track for quite a bit of time. I believe it was in the second to last corner, and it didn't look like it was clearing. So it was supposed to be a one-lap safety car, and then we were supposed to rejoin the race. But unfortunately, the safety car didn't want to end after one lap, so we had 2 laps instead of the one lap.
Very convenient safety car. I was kind of hoping Tomala would do to Gavaz what he did to me in Austria, and then I would be golden. But that's okay.
But overall, fantastic race from yourself. Anything you wanna add? You're looking forward to Suzuka?
Well, yeah, it's okay. I've raced there. It's not my favorite, but I will be presentable, I guess.
Well, good luck. Fantastic race.
Thank you very much.
We have. I've decided myself from what I saw of at Steen's for driver of the day. Now I don't know if anyone wants to shout at me for this, but at Steen's normally commentating. I saw some fantastic fights from you, and you made your way up from P14 to P17. I'm hoping you're here.
Yeah, I do.
How was that race for you? I'm going to leave it to you. You know what I'm going to ask, so I'll just let you explain.
Could know what you might ask, but I mean, overall, I wouldn't say it was uneventful, but I would say it was like everything was going as I expected it to go up to the safety car. And in terms of like big crashes or mistakes, I don't know if it was on the stream, I only had that one with Wesley. We were fighting for about 10 laps at that point. Very good battle, by the way. And I lost it on the exit of turn 3, I think, and ran into him. But yeah, overall, I mean, very defensive race today. I had to defend a lot from Wesley, from Singh before, also from other people at the start, obviously. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. The safety car, I didn't, by the way. I thought it was going to be like Abu Dhabi 2021, like everyone comes in for the softs, and then people who stayed on the hards, like me, were gonna get completely decimated there in the last lap. But no, it didn't go so that way, and yeah, quite enjoyable race. Shame for that one mistake. Got damaged because of it as well, and yeah. Very nice send-off for me for TWS.
Will you? You won't be doing Suzuka as far as I'm aware.
Yes, correct.
But I mean, congratulations on driver of the day. From what I saw, between the fight between you and it was Wesley, wasn't it? And Sani did a fantastic race. There was very close battles between everyone, but yours stood out to me quite well. I'm not sure what happened with the contact, but I'm not going to judge that.
It was fully my fault, but I got off significantly worse from it. I had an orange front wing, and I lost like 6 seconds to him, maybe 5. So yeah, but good race overall for
sure. Congratulations on driver of the day. I mean, it's impressive making your way up from P14 to P7 anyway. I think I'm going to leave it there. Anyone left here got anything to add or anything they want to mention?
Maybe we could announce that Gavar's coming in for the commentating starting from next round, I believe.
Is that confirmed? Does he want to confirm it himself?
Hopefully, I don't know. I'll see how the situation goes, but hopefully.
Yeah, so we won't confirm it, but we'll hope. Yeah, hopefully Gavas is going to be here commentating with me. Yeah, we'll see that potentially in the next race. While you're here, Gavas, have we talked about if any overlap in November? I know a couple of people is there any overlap for the 24-hour Le Mans?
Le Mans?
Yeah.
Or Nürburgring?
Both. They're both 1 week after each other.
I low-key don't know. Where's the calendar? Can you tell me the dates for? I know that Nürburgring is 1st of November, right?
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure Le Mans is the weekend after which is around the 11th of November. I'll double check. Because I'm pretty sure.
We have Road America on the 2nd of November. So depending when 24 hours Nürburgring starts, it could be or it could not be fine.
But there's no overlap with TWS. TWS finished.
I mean, if the 24 hours of Nürburgring do not overlap, then yeah. But it starts on the 1st November, it's 24 hours, so it's gonna end on the 2nd.
Okay.
I'll check it.
I might not be streaming TWS is the only issue. Okay. Are we doing CS? Are we moving to? Is anyone
Yes.
playing CS? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and mute everything, and I'll be back. I'm gonna mute the stream and stuff. don't know what the sound's going to be like. A lot further away. Not sure if my microphone's going to be too close. I might have to turn it down. Let me know if it's too loud. Let's move to